The crypto world is going DAO crazy. It's such an insane way to make money in cryptocurrency. So we had Olympus DAO with its crazy high APY, which was the OG. Then we had things like Wonderland, which I covered, which had an insane APY. But today I'm going to be covering Nemesis DAO on the Binance Smart chain with its insane APY of over 112 million.
Wow.
Over 112 million APY. Crazy. I'm going to explain to you why the APY is so high, and I'm going to show you how you can stake on Nemesis DAO. Let's get into it. Okay, so let's get into firstly why the APY is so high, because this is always a question that kind of like flags up in my mind, like how is this possible? And that's because if this is a new DAO, if it's just beginning, that means there's less people that are going to be taking the staking rewards, which means you get more of the staking rewards. So the more people that stake, the more people that use it, the lower the APY will become. That's what's happened to Olympus DAO. So as rewards get distributed to people, that means those APYs are going to come down because more people are taking a portion of the treasury. So auto rewards have to be shared amongst other people. So that's something to keep in mind. So if it's a new and upcoming DAO, most likely the rewards are going to be a lot higher. Therefore, it can make you a lot of money to find a DAO that is very low and doesn't have that much notability yet. But just make sure that you be careful with DAOs because there are scams out there. So you want to make sure that it's a legit project with a legit team. All that kind of stuff is really important. But that's the gist of why the APYs are so high. Okay guys, so just jumping into the chart for Nemesis DAO. Now we've had a gain of over 33% in the last 24 hours. This is awesome. So we've got a lot of buy pressure for Nemesis DAO right now. But keep in mind that we have been on the downtrend for a while now, but so has a lot of the market. I mean, a lot of the cryptocurrency markets have taken quite a big hit. Bitcoin, altcoins, a lot of DAOs have taken a bit of a hit right now. So that's also something to bring into the equation when you're looking at this chart. Now, this could be, a bad signal, or it could be a potential opportunity. As they say, when there's blood in the streets, I'm buying or I'm opening up my wallet. So there's two aspects when you're thinking about buying DAOs. Like, you're not just looking for something that's just going to fly upwards and you're going to take profits. You're also thinking about your staking rewards. So there's literally two aspects that you need to bring into the equation when you're thinking about investing in a DAO. So that's something to keep in mind. Okay, so why Nemesis DAO over other DAOs like Olympus DAO or Wonderland? So you want to find something that is still relatively low in price, so then you have a better entry point and you can reap higher rewards later. So all those people that got in on Olympus DAO early, all those people that got into Wonderland early, they're reaping the higher rewards later on, because those projects have pumped. But Nemesis DAO is still in its growth phase, you could say. Now, it is a new project, which means also there can be more risk. It might never pump. That is something that you got to keep in mind. But if it does, you're going to reap higher rewards later on because you've got in at an earlier entry point and you've got in at a better price, and the APY is going to create more of those tokens for you. So, that is how you can maximize your profit. So also you want to find something that's not as well known yet, it's not as popular yet, and you've gotten in before other people. So that's also something to keep in mind. So you have that potential for those insane gains. Okay, so what is Nemesis DAO? Let's go through some of the documentation. So Nemesis DAO is what's known as a decentralized reserve currency protocol built on the Binance Smart chain. Each NMS token is backed by a basket of assets, BUSD, LPs, etc. in the Nemesis treasury, giving it an intrinsic value that it cannot fall below. Nemesis DAO aims to create the go-to reserve currency that the BSC, Binance Smart Chain, needs while optimizing for the short to long-term profit for holders of the NMS token. Our unique project introduces economic and game theory dynamics into the market through staking and bonding to achieve this. Okay, so if you go to any of the documentations for these DAOs, you're going to see a table that looks like this. Whether it's Wonderland or Olympus DAO or Nemesis DAO, you're going to see something that looks like this. And this is really integral to understanding how these DAOs work. So if you've ever studied game theory, I did a semester of game theory at university, you would have learnt about the prisoner's dilemma, and you would understand kind of how these correlate. So essentially what this table is saying is that if people keep staking and holding, what this does is it builds buy pressure Also, when people are staking, they're not selling. So the price kind of like remains constant, and then people are coming in because the price is solid, and then everyone's winning because everyone's reaping the rewards. But if enough people sell, it can collapse, and that's when things get ugly. It's kind of like a big game of giant Jenga, where if enough people pull out, it can get ugly very quickly. But just keep in mind that if people do pull out, that means the staking rewards are not going to be distributed to all these different people. So the staking rewards are going to get higher, which is going to influence more people to come back into the DAO. So essentially, like, you know, if a lot of people pull out, then the APY goes up, and then people are going to be like, wow, the APY is so high again, and they're going to come back in. So it kind of creates this feedback loop, which is very, very clever. Okay, guys, so this is going to be the step-by-step of how to stake on Nemesis DAO. Now, the first thing that you're going to need is a Binance Smart Chain wallet, because the Nemesis DAO is on the Binance Smart Chain. Now, you can easily install this into your MetaMask. If you haven't done so already, I'm going to show you how to do that. So you're going to go Smart Chain, and then you're going to go add network, and it's going to take you to something like this, and you're going to input all of the correct criteria into the MetaMask add network. And then once that is in, that's going to connect your MetaMask to Binance Smart Chain. Make sure that you're putting in the correct information. I'm going to leave a link to all this information in the description below. Okay, guys, now you need to be aware that you're going to need BNB to swap for your Nemesis token. So you can go buy BNB from Binance or any other centralized exchange or decentralized exchange. You can buy it on PancakeSwap, but you're going to need to put some BNB into your wallet, and you're going to need that for two reasons. You're going to need it to swap your BNB for Nemesis, and also for transaction fees. So keep in mind that when you're putting your BNB in there, that you need to leave a little bit for transaction fees. Now, the transaction fees are almost nothing, but still just keep that in mind. For the staking and the buying and the trading, you need to have a little bit of extra BNB in there. So keep that in mind. Okay, so now we're going to come to nemesisdao.finance, and I'm going to leave a link to this in the description below. We're going to connect our MetaMask wallet, and we're going to make sure that our MetaMask wallet is on the Binance Smart Chain, because if it's on Ethereum mainnet, it's not going to work. It's not going to connect. Just make sure you're on the Binance Smart Chain. And you can see here in the dashboard, we have this insane APY. We have the total value locked. We have a market cap of, 12 million, which is crazy. That's like so small. That's insane. That's the market cap. Wow. And then we have backing per Nemesis, which is 492. So now we need to buy our Nemesis tokens, and this is super simple. We're going to go to the corner of the screen. You're going to see buy NMS, and you're going to click buy on Bogged Swap, and it's going to take you to Bog Swapped Finance. And this is where we're going to swap our BNB for Nemesis tokens. Guys, by the way, if you've enjoyed today's video, if you're finding it valuable, if you love Nemesis DAO, let me know in the comments below, and smash the like button or hit the subscribe button. I make videos every week on how you can make money in cryptocurrency. Okay, so now we're going to trade some BNB, and this is super simple. I've got 0.39 BNB, and I'm going to trade 0.2 BNB for 0.17 Nemesis tokens. I'm going to click swap, and that's going to send the transaction to my MetaMask, and I'm going to click confirm, and that's all hopefully going to be processed very quickly. Also, the transaction fees are essentially nothing, so that's always good. Okay, so that transaction has gone through, and I can see my Nemesis tokens in there. Now, if you don't see your Nemesis tokens, you probably need to add it. So you need to import the token. So you're going to go click import tokens, and you're going to need to put in the contract address. Now, I'm going to leave a link to this website in the description below. This has the contract address for Nemesis DAO, so you can input that into your MetaMask, and then that will add the token into your MetaMask so you can see it. Okay, so now we're going to come back to Nemesis DAO, and we're going to stake our Nemesis token. So we're going to go to Stake NMS, and we're going to go max, because I'm going to put all my Nemesis tokens in there, and then you're going to click stake, and then process that transaction through your MetaMask. It doesn't cost that much in BNB. And then once that whole transaction has gone through, you're going to see your staked balance here. Guys, so my transaction has gone through. I can see my staked balance of $448. I can see my next reward. I can see my ROI, my 5-day rate of 21.159%. awesome. And the feature that I love is your earnings per day, $17. I love that they have this little feature. A lot of other DAOs don't have this, but this is awesome. Love. Now, if you enjoyed this video, you should definitely watch my video on Climber DAO and Wonderland, which you can see in the links around here. I'll see you next time.